sekunde. Instead, das fingiare due finché che sei, se mi tinga just for this for the gives. It's really good, at least it seems like I'm feeling as much as this. In Gary Affen, finché te però at this point si dice, I repeat as just before. Ci finisce to fare 14 Celsius. But, però ti atmosphere, non ci vedi. Today, we are, was beautiful. The benefits not to complete the revision because it's the end of the passes. Now I see three things for later when in fact it came out, I mean the sun and the sunshine. And so the first thing is the fact that now I see I'll sing for the same and extract from the song Napolitan classical song Sole mio my son because this thing it's speaking a bit for my during the last of the summer. So perhaps someone remember I think a boy. So nato solo più bello posso fronte a te solo fronte a te fronte a me fronte a te yes lo scaso in cosa c'hai non sono vede ma trivite mi si things volete this is the second fact that this is a shine that came out surely will be not a beautiful indeed as sublime as a shine in sense and the third thing is the fact that perhaps when one say bit cities on a beautiful day like this it's impossible to visit this shine so visit we yes when the now to the period in job hours messo pratica in morning one month ago last you know an hour before last Sunday Saturday last October Saturday Sunday of October and also the fact terribile non farò vedere la sana scatola non le vediamo forata 4 hours and 20 minutes maximum sono riesco a bere la buona anche se no finisce well so white curtain with green flowers around the flowers make it ambulance and this is new curtain last one the one was also the birthday of the previous curtain grey curtain with beautiful the benches and it's the birthday and when was this change and we back to deep and this change from the past curtain to the new and other things with me because it my company it should be a little bit of perhaps pointed towards second towards third and first second the comment section we should find no words about this I don't know if you can see it well from here from this shot and then I think yes green flowers mixed between the plants or if not even better not sure the better is a shot by the first part of the video which was shot with the weather to see sky from the window shot similar to the classic shot the film in the morning 3 ago for the curtain perhaps also for the first curtain color the curtain but I don't remember exactly single among things the color the curtain is really still in the cover image of the cover image in the cover image of the channel so one time I'll change it yes and to this shot is also connect related to this effect not for the reason that we are shooting also for the reason but more for the reason because the effect is image I'll see the latest picture set that I really use for the recording perhaps also for the curtain the curtain of the case and remember the jury for the recording so now I'll understand the latest picture sentence also for the curtain and the latest picture sentence is it is but also though it's better visible for me it's entirety in this shot Gracias. conosciuta, prima utilizzo con il si chiede ai led al sito special sentence. Le ultime cose si va di questo favorito, e su, hai bit, e si dice, ma tu sono dove better visible, quindi inizia a dire, inizia a shot, si quanti prima già shot. And finally, Roman di cortile, ma è Jack scrive forti, PG, PG, si cosa si fa, oltre che si mi già shot. Questo mondo piccolo, lo lasciamo riporta, essere che ti guarda, non sono problemi esiste. Lo so dove self, posso biscuits, and finally, I hope you get breakfast. Today's late in general, somewhere if from us, I can see also slightly late, if not early. In general, it is slightly late. Fact, when I see you ritmi for us, but the only part is that si fa di fondere con l'esce sembra che stretto per essere fa creare che si ne sembra sarti attivamente ne parte metti da tu su essere si fa che regola si regola sembra su straccio io ripeto ora lì che lo usa sai che dico letus also si chiama slightly letus non è ma si chiama sure slightly late it's just roll obviously just a quote non and 12 minutes. Bata, everything shows that in some way also they felt on this. I'm really young. That's we are associate. E che fa? Si sono mosso things la sua. Absolutely. The same things many months think on most one year. Vi danno video. Vabbè, questo lo contro che effetto preso Fedmet. Se permesso più at one time, so many damage per 3 serie you. The president team which has started with these things and for example shots of these things in this gioco questo. Ma talking about most one year, attenzione con same shots and for example biscuits are my favorite. There are many visual combos with visual biscuits and serious. In fact, there are many visual combos with visual biscuits and serious. Check one of best not to miss the kind of tabs are chocolate chips cookies. Or the cookies, the chips chocolate or chocolate chips. And if I'm not mistaken, also favorite biscuits, Mr. Lynch. La sigara del ben. Ma in particolare, nella tuning sta curiosità dell'easy first one, the bottom milk fa 4 shots, non è che ti si coffee, ma tu sai quick shock, se fa così entrato nel shot fragmenti video, se shot ne vieni fast. Sullo punto, la nostra crisi, c'è l'abilità nel video, che sono da c'è per sicuro, da questo non è quick rectification. Nowadays, once again, we brought it once again since I think from 114, 115, 16 days, yes, così che sullo nostro punto, c'è il video nel video, dove sono da c'è per sicuro, so since that other three I patterns are treated once again in mix of very good news. This is also the fact that was a breakfast, questo è il nome, questo nostro video in particolare, ma e infine si chiede se la spirito se gioco se lo tocca massimo so I'm referring to first time so that video and if insomma io so che siete tolla Nicolas breakfast quello sta mega buono secondo me se potete sia si fa e if rabbio sia stare con da tranzina mi sa se posizione mi cosa 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 because 12 times like the ones at the rest of the opposition per venire la palma e then sì, anzi fa così a tutti come andavamo io because they are really super bow. Actually, tomorrow is supposed to contract. According to tomorrow, to 11. Yeah, I see. Repeat again, it's optimism, see, to last things for little better repeat, when it come out to better repeat things, fact sure is a shining will be, so by a shining, kind sense what come out, fact a beautiful crisi, it's possible, to get it once again.